Hey, we're back at you. Knights here. We're in the bottom of the third inning. We just rejoined you after a long rain delay. Andres worked ahead in the count on the third batter of the inning here. Count is 1-2. However, the first batter reached on an error by the third baseman, Zach Fetchel. Second batter was walked on 4 or 5 pitches, so there's a runner on first and second. With nobody out here in the bottom of the third. So, again, we rejoin you. The Knights are down 4-3 to the Federales Red. Jeez, Andre just misses. That's been called a strike here and there. We've got a full count here. Sorry. Got a full count here. With 2 men on here in the bottom of the third. Misses outside. And we walk, the bases loaded. Not how we were looking to start the inning for the Knights. So if you're just getting back, we had about a 3 to 4 hour rain delay. Everyone retired to their barracks. If you're a player, parents retired to the bar. Had a few drinks to dull the nerves here, and we're back cheering for the Knights.
At the top of the order for the Federales, that was the leadoff batter just walked, and now number 2 hitter Aaron Lewis, who walked his first time up.
So the infield's in. Toes are on the grass here. We're trying to minimize the damage. Any hit to the infield will come home for the force out. There are no outs. Okay, video will be back to you in a second here. No outs here in the bottom of the third. And a big, big strikeout here by Andre Wood. We may keep the infield up. We've got 1 out. Bases loaded here. We do keep the infield out. So we're not looking for a double play on middle infield. Everyone's going to be coming home on any ground ball in the infield.
And this is
I'm sorry,
go ahead. This is Lucas Schneik. He's the first of the 3 back-to-back home run hitters in the first inning.
Andre comes set, throws a curveball low. Okay.
Jay,
I can't see.
hey, can y'all back up just a little bit? Get everybody to.
So the count is 1-0 here. Andre paints the outside corner. Square the count at 1. So 1-1. And this is a big at-bat right here.
It's a big spot in the game, no doubt.
Absolutely. So Federale looking to break the game open with some kind of hit. Wow. Lays off the curveball, drops in just high. And the count moves to 2-1. Again, we've got runners at first, second, and third. Misses wide. Count goes to 3-1.
This kid will be sitting dead red.
He's sitting dead red, and we've got nothing. Andre honestly has no choice. He's got to come right down the middle and see if he can blow it by him. He does. Throws high. Runner takes his base, and that's a free pass. Scores the 5th run of the game for the Federales. So they take a 5-3 lead. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Bases are still loaded.
Tyler Blanded now is up to bat for the Federales, number 11. He homered last time.
Nothing changes for the Knights. Everyone's pulled in. Infielders are on the grass or toes on the grass. We're going to come home with anything on the ground. Andre blows the first pitch by him, so the count is 0-1. He's going to square again and throw heat. It's a pass ball. Unfortunately, it hits off the heel of the umpire, bounces to the right of home plate if you're facing home plate, left of home plate if you're facing out. And the runner on third runs home. Runners all advance, so there's a runner on second and third. And the score now is 6-3 Federales in the bottom of the third. So the count is 1-1 here, 1 out. Pitch is high for ball 2, so 2-1 count. And the Knights got to stop the bleeding here. So we need to get out of the inning with no more runs. We can't afford to fall behind further. Andre drops a curveball in for a strike. We throw it on to third. Just to remind the runner that we're looking, it wasn't much of a throw. Just a toss over to Zach Fetchel at third base. Andre eyes him down. 2-2 pitch here. Curveball is fouled off. I think it's out of play. Yep. Got no play. Just outside of the field. Hits the roof of the bullpen that the fans are watching from. And we're going to do it again. The count is 2-2 here with 1 out in the third. Andre blows it by him. Frozen. And that's the second out of the inning. So the infield's going to move back. We're still, honestly, we're still standing up. Tony hasn't called him back, but the infield needs to move back.
Back up, infield! George, back up! Sander, back up! Infield, back!
Sander, back up!
There are 2 outs here.
Josh, back him up! 2 down!
Okay, now all the parents are screaming. We're like, back them up. There's 2 down here. Let's keep it in play. Keep the force at first. We're out of the inning.
This is Scotty Kirkpatrick, who also homered in the first. The base open and a 2-0 count, you might think about walking him to get the force.
Well, we're probably going to pitch around him. I'm not sure Andre wants to give him anything to hit. Throws low and away. Count is 3-0, and I bet he's going to do the same here. Try to paint the outside corner, but not give him anything to hit. If I recall, he hit a curveball, waited on a curveball, and smashed it. Line drive over the left field fence. Yep, finds it. So 3-1 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. The runners at second and third. And the Federales are looking at adding a few more runs. Knights are looking at getting out of this inning. Paints the outside corner. Batter goes to toss his bat, holds it. As the umpire calls strike 2. So we've got a full count here with 2 outs. Andre throws into the dirt, low and away, and the runners advance on the pass ball. So that scores the 7th run. So now we've got a runners at first and third.
He's got to take him
And
out
Coach
now.
Tony visits the mound. He's going to pull Andre and bring in Xander Kovar to try to finish this inning. So the score is 7-3 Federales with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And we need to absolutely need to stop the bleeding here. 4 runs is a tough mountain to climb. We can't afford any more.
But you got to put those mountain boots on and climb up to the top.
Thank you, Hyken. Couldn't agree more. So everyone came back very excited. Close game here. The Knights crowd has quieted as we let 3 runs cross the base here and extend the lead for the Federales. I've got little kids here saying, nope, we're still in this game. What do you think, Drew? better than I like corn. What do you say?
We're going to win this because we're savages.
We're savages. We're going to win this game. Craig O, what do you think?
We're going to win it because we're goats.
We're in it to win it.
So we're savages. We're goats. Ike?
I thought Craig would say we need to put some OxyClean on those pants and get all the way to the top. Clean those pants. Scrub.
So the key to success here is clean pants. Brought to you by OxyClean.
Yeah!
All right. Just a bit inside.
Well, that will
So
bring up
Xander Kovar is ready to face.
Jaden Leem. He was grounded out hard to the second baseman last time.
So on the swap, Quade Jackson came in at second base. George Farley moved from second to second to shortstop. Andre Wood. Oh, is that Cade? I'm sorry. Cade Weibel moved into second base. Xander misses inside. Andre Wood moved from pitcher to third. And here's Xander with a 1-1 count here, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Misses low and outside. Doesn't like the call. Relax. Xander, just drop back and fire. So we've got a 2-1 count here. The runner on first not moving with the open base at second. Not sure why. I'm sure he's not fast, but I'm not sure we're going to throw down. Cade's playing in the grass. No one's close to second base. Runner at first still not moving. High ball, deep but foul. That was over the right field fence, but floated foul for a long strike two. And that loads the count at 3-2. Not a big man at the plate, but showed a lot of pop on that swing. Fought off a strike over the fence. Fortunately, foul for the Knights. So again, runner at first has not moved yet, but on a full count, he'll be moving. He is. Xander strikes him out to end the inning. So, really big out for the Knights. We couldn't afford to give up any more as the Knights fall behind 7-3 after 3. Again, not the start the Knights were looking for coming out of the break. We started off not bad, but gave up a few. The fans are rambunctious here. We spent a few hours over at Mascots, the bar right across the way from the Cooperstown Field of Dreams right here.
So they managed to score 4 runs on 0 hits and 1 error.
No hits, 1 error, 4 runs. Again, not the start the Knights were looking for.
And if we remember correctly, the Federales had just put in Robbie Simi to get the last out of the 3rd inning. And he is on the mound again to start the top of the 4th inning here.
Yeah, so pitcher, who wears number 13 for the Federales, he brings some heat. We haven't seen his off-speed pitch yet. They've called it a couple times. He's nodded it off. He's just overpowered the Knights so far. Well, in his one battery that he's
One batter, yeah. Faced Dylan Uribe, and that's been it so far.
Yeah. So we haven't seen his stuff yet, but we're going to see it now.
He threw 3 pitches in that 1 inning.
Wow, 3 pitches. He absolutely has got exceptional velocity. Now, not a bad thing for the Knights, who love hitting the fastball. And we've got some big bats in the lineup. So speed in equals speed out.
Leading off for the Knights will be Xander Kovar. He grounded out to first base last time.
So Xander had a big home run in the last game for the Knights. Led off the rally as the Knights came from behind, trailing 3-1. Came back to win the game 4-3. Again, triggered by Xander's home run over the right field fence. Swings and misses on a pitch a little bit low and away, but probably a strike. So 1-1. Xander's going to get a couple more swings here. Fouls it off. That was an off-speed pitch. Fouls it back. Actually gets a piece of the umpire. Everyone clears out. The umpire's friends, run in to see if he's okay. Hope he's wearing his cup. I think that's where it got him. Taking some deep breaths. His buddies are giving him patting on the back here. He's trying to catch his breath. And clearly it hit him square where it counts. The Knights' parents yelled to rub some dirt on it. All right. He's over the initial pain. He smiles. His friends are giving him a little bit of crap at the plate, and everyone's smiling now, and they're running back to position. So we've got a 1-2 count here in the top of the fourth. The Knights trail 7-3. Xander Kovar at bat. And again, we got to get something started here. After the rain, the surface is pretty wet, so anything on the ground is going to be tough to pick up. Might skip off the grass. Fielder's going to have to pay a little extra attention to fielding the ball. Xander with a good cut on the fourth pitch of the inning. Fouls it back and out of play. Count remains 1-2. I want him to throw that again. I want Xander to stay with it. Low. Loads the count. I'm sorry. Evens the count at 2-2. So 2-2 count here. Xander waves his bat. Swings through it. Catcher drops the ball, but Xander runs down the first baseline. The catcher throws a strike to the first baseman for the out. So, first out of the inning for Xander Kovar. And
now George Farley at the plate for us. He got a single the last time up.
Yeah, first time up, he hit a soft line driver with the second baseman's head and dropped in for a single. Paints the inside corner for a strike. Wow, misses just wide on a curveball. Evens the count at 1. So 1-1 here on George. Like to see another line drive here. Low and away. George with a good eye. So the count is 2-1. And you're going to see a fastball right down the middle here. They're going to challenge George, and let's see what he can do with it. Swings through it. Tony has a word. He's like, George, relax. Let's hammer this ball. So the count is 2-2. I got to imagine he's going to bring another fastball. No one's hit it yet. High and inside. Just misses. George checks the swing, and the count goes to 3-2. I'll tell you what, we'll take a base runner any way we can. George stands in the box. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Swings through it for the second strikeout of the inning. Wasn't early, wasn't late, just missed it.
Zach Fetchel's up.
So there are 2 outs now in the top of the 4th. Fires high for ball 1. So 1-0 on Zach Fetchel. And the Knights need base runners here. Watches the strike. Zach said, yep, that's on me. That was a strike.
So Fetchel also singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1 on the night.
So the count is 1-1 here with 2 outs in the 4th. Overthrows that pitch. Straight into the ground. Zach watches the ball bounce by. And the count is 2-1. So nobody on, 2 outs. Zach waves at a fastball. Not much of a swing. Tried to put it in play. Zach likes to punch it to the left side. 2-2 count here. Swings and misses again, and number 13, it's got a lot more power than we're ready for right now.
Yeah, he stays 4 batters, got 4 strikeouts.
4 batters, 4 strikeouts. And we head to the bottom of the 4th, trailing 7-3. Again, 4 runs is not that big of a deficit here in Cooperstown. A couple runners on base, a 200-foot fence, and it's pretty easy to put a few runs on the board. We can't afford more. So as Xander Kovar takes the mound, the Knights have got to be thinking no runners, no runs. Let's get out of this inning. We've got 2 more chances at it.
Yeah, Xander will be facing the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Remember, they're batting 12 in total, so right in the middle of their order. And Colby Wright, Ethan Belani, and Nick Marks will be at the plate.
So again, in the rainout, we headed over to Mascots. Parents had a great time. There's a lot of smiles here, even though things could be going better. Been drinking a lot of Yingling. Not a bad beer here in New York. Wasn't a bad break from the pressure through the first 3 innings of this game. I also had a Little Debbie snack cake. Those are delicious.
So now Colby Wright will step in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking last time.
So we're back. The air feels a little bit heavy here. Not much of a wind. So little breeze. If you look at the flags behind the plate, blowing in. Look at the flags in the corners. They're pretty still. So again, the air is a little bit heavy, but no wind pushing back on it. So Xander falls behind 2-0. Throws the strike. Throws it right by him. Swings late, and the count goes to 2-1. I'm not sure where that missed. Looked good to me. Must have missed just wide. I think the catcher set up just on the outside corner and missed his spot. So a 3-1 count here. Absolutely, that's a strike. The batter throws his bat towards his dugout. The umpire's like, not so fast. And the count is 3-2. Let's turn this around. Oh, he hits a deep shot. That's going to be off the wall. Hits middle of the wall. Owen fields the ball, throws it into second base. And instead of the walk on the last pitch, a long single to left center. And the first batter of the inning is on base.
That brings up Ethan Belani. He lined out hard to Andre, the pitcher, last time up.
So the Knights make a defensive change. Ty Curry heads to right field. Jay Turner runs to the bench. I'm sure they're going to send him to the bullpen to warm up. Jay's got crazy velocity. If he's got control, he's tough to hit. And if Xander struggles here, I'm sure Jay will be the next pitcher in this inning. Just saw some lightning over the left field fence. I think it's moving away from us, so I don't think that it's going to affect anything. We got a runner on first here. New count, new batter. Xander fires high. Count goes to 0-1, or I'm sorry, 1-0. Again, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. The Knights can't afford to let in any more runs.
Yeah, so far the Knights have struggled to throw strikes consistently since the break.
Misses low and away. Count goes to 2-0.
What was that?
Hi, world.
Xander throws a strike, swings through it.
That's Alan Jackson saying hi to his dad back home.
Again, we're at the bottom of the order here. No reason to pitch around them. We want Xander to throw strikes. He does. Swings through it, barely gets a piece, fouls it off, and the count moves to 2-2.
Play this guy to play up the middle or to pull the ball a little bit. He hit it hard last time off Andre, so you know he could bat speed to catch up to it.
So we got a runner on first. He hasn't moved in 4 pitches, so he's not going to be running on this. Wish he was. Oh, my goodness. It's a fair ball. Go get the ball. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Get it!
Oh, Dylan Uribe ran over. He did pick up the ball. That ball was squibbed down the first base line. Jack ran in, went to make the catch, missed the catch. Ball squirted foul. Fortunately, Dylan Uribe was hustling down the first base line, got the ball, and kept the runners at first and second, but should have been the first out of the inning. It's not. Now we've got runners in first and second. And Coach Tony makes a visit.
He's buying some time. And again, since we've come back, they still haven't got a hit, but they've managed to get men on base, whether it's errors or walks.
So who's up now?
Would be Nick Marks. He K'd his last time looking.
So man on first and second. They're probably not going to be moving. They weren't running.
What do you do?
Third base umpire calls a balk. Says he came set, but he was moving his glove. And
Ticky-tack there.
that was very ticky-tack. We didn't see movement here.
Might be moving his hand on that side, but I never saw the whole unit moving.
No. So the runners advance to second and third. We've got 2 runners in scoring position. We've got no outs.
He squared the bunt on that first pitch. That was called a balk.
He did. He's probably not going to do it now that the runners have advanced. Hit, but it's going to be short, shallow, center field.
Jeez.
Wow. We missed the ball. Hung our head, didn't run back to it. That was a simple play to center field. Didn't move on the ball, let the ball drop in front of us. And quite honestly, that's not the reaction the parents were looking for. I think the coaches are probably pretty upset too. So that's 2 errors in a row. Another run scores, so the Knights fall behind 8-3. Runners on first and third. And that's the night for Xander. Jay Turner comes in. So Jay's got a lot of speed.
All right. Keep your head in it. Way to go.
A lot of speed. If Jay finds the zone, he's tough to hit. I'm not sure if he has much of an off-speed pitch. Do we have any pitches other than the fastball?
He does have a curve, but he's still learning it, and he kind of forces it, so not trusting with it very well.
There you go. He throws a changeup. Doesn't have much movement to it. He just slows down the arm. Varies the speed a little bit, but quite honestly, if he finds location with the fastball, I recommend a lot of those. He's pretty imposing on the mound. He already stands close to 6 feet tall. With a foot and a half more on the mound, he's throwing down at batters. And at 12 years old, that's pretty intimidating. Shoot, at 49 years old, that's pretty intimidating.
Yes, it is. Jay says he's ready. First batter he'll face is Nick Strew. He K'd his last time at bat as well.
So we've got a runner at first and third. I bet the runner at first is going to be moving as he lifts his leg. He is. Throws low, but hits the zone for a strike. The batter wasn't swinging. He was just letting the runner advance. He's going to face Jay now with an 0-1 count. No outs, man on second and third. Jay throws hard inside. Just misses. Looked good to me.
They gave it to him.
Oh, he gave it to him. I'm sorry. An 0-2 count. I didn't see the arm go out. Jay works ahead. Hard throw. Caught. Okay, that's all right. Great play by Cade Weibel at second base, who retreated on a soft liner to right field. Caught the ball over the shoulder. Great catch by Cade Weibel.
Yeah, beautiful
Saves
play.
at least one run and holds the runners at first or second and third.
And Robbie Simi's up. He reached on an error to third base last time.
Jay throws hard. He's finding the zone, and that's good news for the Knights. Jay wastes no time. Finds the zone again. I might yell out to come set. He moved to home pretty quickly there. He does come set. We're good. Fires again, a little bit low. Count is 1-2 with one out here.
It's a good miss with 2-0-2 count.
Absolutely great pitch. Nothing to do with that but pounded into the dirt. The infield is not playing up. Pass ball, but they're not going to go. Hits the wall, bounces straight back to the catcher, and there's nowhere to go for the third runner on third. So Jay swaps the ball. Got a little muddy there. He's going to come. We're going to try again. The count is 2-2. Again, our infield's playing back, so we're not looking to hold the runner at third. Hopefully Jay blows it by him and we got two down. He does. So until they prove they can catch up with this fastball, a steady dose of heaters is the way to go here for Jay.
Yeah, I'll bring up Maddox Maton to the plate. He walked last inning in his first appearance on the night.
So this is a much smaller target. He probably stands a little under 5 feet tall. Jay continues to throw strikes. Finds the inside corner for strike one. So the count is 0-1 here.
He's the 12th batter in their lineup.
0-1, 2 outs, man on second and third. Just a fastball. Outside corner, and again, you're going to see nothing but ones. until they show that they can hit it. And certainly at the bottom of the lineup, we're not going to mess around here. Dylan Uribe gives him the one, sets up right over the plate. Jay steps off, takes a breath. Again, set up right over the plate. Mano a mano. Jay overpowers the 12th hitter for the Federales. Count moves to 1-2.
Yeah,
And if Jay can find the zone one more time, we're going to be out of this inning.
I don't think he can catch up to Jay's speed.
There you go. Throws a strike. Caught by Dylan Uribe, and that's the third out of the inning. But
they get one. So good job of limiting the damage after the 2 errors and a walk. So
absolutely not a good start for the inning. But a great move by Tony Fetchel to bring in Jay Turner to just shut things down. Last thing we wanted to do was move to the top of the order again with runners on base and in scoring position.
yeah, Jay did a great job coming in, getting 3 straight outs. Fortunately, we had 2 errors and a walk. I gave them the run. So again, they've scored 4 runs since we've come back, and they haven't had a hit yet.
Wow. So the fans are going to get their money's worth here. We traveled all the way to Cooperstown. We're not going to go down without a fight. We got Austin Knights. Cheers going. The fans are getting rowdy, trying to get the boys pumped up. Anything we can do to change the spirits of these kids who just fell behind 8-3. We got 2 innings left to make up the difference. The score is 8-3, heading to the top of the 5th inning.
And they'll keep number 13 on the mound, Robbie Simi, who has seen 4 batters and struck out 4 batters. And Knights will send up their number 10 hitter, Jack Kruger, to start the inning.
So we're facing probably the Jay Turner of the Federales, right? Got plenty of velocity. He's going to throw nothing but fastballs until we can prove we can hit it.
Yeah, he has
The first pitch.
pounded the zone and has really overpowered our guys. It's probably about as hard as we've seen since we've been here.
Yeah. 4 batters, 4 strikeouts, and he starts quick. Strike 1, and Jack swings late, fouls it off, but quickly moves to 0-2.
He doesn't throw the curveball much. Every once in a while you'll see him mix it in. I would expect 0-2. You might see it, but with a 10-hole, they might just throw Pete.
Blows it by him. There's the 5th strikeout in a row and the first out of the 5th inning for the Knights.
Now at the top of the order, Ryan Pidcock, who has a single today. He's 1 for 2. He came around to score in the 3rd inning.
Ryan's going to be looking to swing here on the first pitch. I think we're going to see the heater, and we're going to see Ryan.
Curveball.
He watches it. Not typical. Tell you what, Ryan shakes his head. I think Tony does a great job here calling timeout, getting back into the head of Ryan and saying, dude, you're the best hitter on the team. Stay positive. This guy's going to throw strikes.
So an interesting move by the Federales outfield. They have shifted way over to the right field line. In fact, there might be 1 kid between center field and left field right now.
Throws high. Overthrows that pitch, so the count moves to 1-1.
Just tells me the coaches over there don't think we can hit him.
I'd probably shift right too, but I'll tell you what. If Ryan gets a hold of one of these fastballs, that ball's going to leave the yard quick. Pitch is inside. Count moves to 2-1. I want to see a strike. I want to see a swing. I want to see contact. Nice pitch. Low in the zone, little outside. Ryan shakes his head. I want to see a little confidence here. Ryan's got a lot of pop in that bat. He can square this thing up. So a 2-2 count here with 1 out. High. Good eye by Ryan Pitcock. The patience we like to see. Count moves to 3-2. And here's going to be a battle here. Blows it by him. Ryan swinging, but misses. And that's the 6th strikeout in a row
Dude, I screwed up. I forgot to do that.
by number 13 here for the Federales. So Cade Weibel steps up to bat. And the pitcher works ahead in the count, 0-1.
Let's go, Kato.
Outside misses. I think they're going to swap balls. That last ball came rolling back to the pitcher. I couldn't believe they didn't swap it out. That rolled away. Ball's got to be wet after that 3 hours of rain and a 4-hour delay.
Nothing seems to be phasing Robbie Simi.
No, he's just firing away. Cade with a good swing, but late, fouls it back. Count moves to 1-2 here. So we've got 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 count on Cade Weibel. And if this isn't their ace, I'd hate to see their ace because this guy's throwing gas.
I think they were trying to save him, but we tightened up the game. They said we got to win.
Fires high, but he's got a few pitches to waste. Count moves to 2-2. Throws an off-speed pitch. We haven't seen many of those. Leaves it high. You got to think you're going to see a fastball here, and it's just, again, mano a mano. See what Cade can do with it. He fires. Cade checks his swing. Umpire calls a late strike. Cade knew it was a strike, as did everyone else on the field. Before the umpire even rung him up, everyone just started running off the field. That's the 7th strikeout in a row by this pitcher. And at the end of, well, in the middle of the 5th, I should say, the Knights still trail 8-3.
So he has thrown 35 pitches, so they got an interesting dilemma. Keep him in and close it out, or do you tempt faith and try and save him?
I'm not sure. I would bet he hasn't been pitching many here.
So 35.
35 pitches?
Yeah.
I'd bet they don't change a thing. They finish this game, move on to the next.
So Jay Turner will come out for his 2nd inning of work now. And he'll face the top of the order again for the Federales, Red. Ronan Lee will lead it off. He is 1 for 1. Hit it off the wall in the 1st inning, and he walked in the 3rd inning.
So Jay with a great bottom of the 4th, or very effective bottom of the 4th. Just reared back and through. A lot of strikes, a lot of fastballs for strikes. No one's caught up yet. I think we're going to see some of the same. We have seen a defensive change here. So Xander Kovar is coming in at shortstop. George Farley moved to second base. Cade Weibel just ran on to right field. Jay continues to pound the strike zone. Quickly moves ahead 0-1. Right side better be ready here, because this guy's not going to turn on it. If he does swing, it's going to be late. So Jack at first and George at second better be ready. Cade in right field better be ready. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and another strikeout by Jay Turner.
Caught him looking there. He didn't even swing the bat.
So they throw it around. Again, the first out, the bottom of the 5th.
Now to bring up Aaron Lewis. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout so far.
Inside, far enough inside that Dylan Uribe isn't able to catch the ball. Jay falls behind 1-0. He's going to sit back, continue to throw fastballs. Turns on it. Wow. You saw what happened. I wasn't going to talk. There was a lot of confusion over there. So Jay ran over to cover first. Jack moved to his right, picked up the ball. Instead of tossing it to Jay, George was running to cover first as well, second baseman. Jack ran, took it himself, touched the base just before the batter tagged the base for the second out.
And I bring up Lucas Schnacker. He's 1 for 1 with a home run and a walk.
And Jay throws it inside, right off the hip of the batter. Doesn't seem phased. Sprints down to first base, takes his base, and the Federales have a base runner.
It's his 3rd time to reach tonight. And that will bring up Tyler Blanchard, who is 1 for 1 with a home run and he's 1 for 2. He K'd and hit a home run in the first inning.
So we got 2 outs. Big man on first base isn't going to be running. We haven't seen them very aggressive on the base pass so far, quite honestly. Take a strong secondary, but after that they stop and wait to be hit around. Same thing. Thrown low. So the count is 1-1 here. I'm not sure Jay's even looked over at first yet. Little glance, but after he comes set, he just goes home. All right, thank you. Finally turns, keeps him honest. Small lead. He's running on the pitch. Got a great hop. And easily reaches second base. One of the first times I saw them running hard. So 1-2 count. That was a strike. Jay misses just outside, so the count moves to 2-2. So a little activity. The base runner moves to second base. He's in scoring position. But quite honestly, if Jay finds the zone, I bet we're out of the inning. Ooh, hit really hard to center field. They're running them. Throw home. Holds the runner at third and holds the batter at first. So nice play by Ryan Pitcock. Throws a strike to home plate.
Bring up number 14, the 5-hole hitter, Scotty Kirkpatrick. He's 1 for 1 with a homer and a walk.
So that last batter is the first batter we saw really catch up with Jay's fastball. I'm telling you, he mashed that ball. That was a one hop to Ryan Pitcock in center field. So the runner holds at first.
I wasn't paying attention, but he might have had a play at first as hard as that one came.
That would have been interesting. We've got runners at first and third. We're behind in the count 1-0. Delayed steal, but no one covers. Quite honestly, they weren't going to throw down. Not with 2 outs here. They're going to let Jay do his thing. So we've got runners on second and third. A 1-1 count. We're going to see if Jay can take care of this batter on his own. Throws hard, low in the zone. Swings through it for a second strike. So Jay stands tall. The count is 1-2. Runners on second and third. Throws low in the zone. Batter swings through it for the third out of the inning. So no damage here, although we had 2 base runners in scoring position. The score remains 8-3 Federales. And the Knights have one last chance here in Cooperstown to come back in this game.
They're going to send out the big gun, Robbie Simi again. He'll be on his. He's got 2 2/3 already. He's pitched 35 pitches. And they're not going to take any chances here. But the Knights will send up Owen Norrell, Jay Turner, and Andre Wood, 3 of the bigger bats in the lineup.
Yeah, so as expected, the Federales aren't going to mess around here. They want the win. They want to advance to the next round. So haven't changed a thing. I'll tell you, since this pitcher's come in, we've seen 7 straight strikeouts. So the Knights need to score 5. But first things first, we're looking to put a ball in play.
I think, honestly, we fouled off 5 pitches in those 7 at-bats, and that's the only contact we've got. So Owen's had a great run here at Cooperstown with his 5 home runs so far in our 8 games.
So the Knights are down to their last at-bat. Owen steps in. Takes low for ball 1. That was something off speed.
So we'll take this one batter at a time, try to get some action on the bases, see if that shakes him up.
Pitcher fires for a strike on the inside corner, and count squares at 1-1. Owen waves the bat. A little bit ahead of that ball, actually. Waves at it, pulls his head out. Misses, and the count goes to 1-2. Outfield moves in just a tad. The pitch. Rears back. Fires another fastball. Misses inside. So the count moves to 2-2. And again, I don't expect anything but the fastball here. Let's see what Owen can do with it. Fastball. It is put in play. Shortstop charges. Throws to first. A little low, but the scoop is there. And Owen's retired for the first out of the inning.
It's the first batter to make contact. Didn't feel the play. They make the play, though.
So that stops the streak of 7 strikeouts in a row.
And Jay Turner will come to the bat.
So Jay doesn't have a home run here in Cooperstown, which is very surprising for Knights fans. Jay's got one of the bigger bats here. He's hit the ball hard. We've seen many balls hit off the wall, one hop the wall. Hadn't really gotten under anything yet.
He is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly, RBI in the third.
Yeah, it was hitting the third. Looked like it was going to leave the yard. Hit it up in the air, sort of held up, dropped about 5 feet short of the fence here in right field. So a 1-1 count here. The pitcher misses outside. I'll tell you what, win or lose, it'd just be fun to see Jay blast one into the night here. 2-1 count. We're going to see a fastball here. Jay swings and misses. So we've got a 2-2 count. You're going to see another fastball here, and we're going to see if Jay can catch up with it. Oh, we did not see a fastball. Throws off speed, fools Jay, swings ahead of it.
The Knights are down to 1 out, and Andre Wood will bat in the 5-hole. He is 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a strikeout.
So far, this pitcher's faced 9 batters, 8 strikeouts, and 1 ground out to short. And he works ahead in the count here, 0-1. So the Knights are down to their last out here in the top of the 6th. They trail 8-3. Andre Wood faces a 0-1 count. Misses high. So the count is 1-1. Misses wide. Count moves to 2-1. Andre steps up. 2-1 count. Pokes at a ball. Easy fly to right field. Caught by the right fielder for the 3rd out of the inning. And that's the game. So the Knights, after a great comeback victory in our first bracket game, fall to the Federales by the score of 8-3. It's been a great tournament for the Knights. We've seen a lot of great plays, a lot of great pitching, a lot of fun by the boys. We were hoping for a little more. We did face a tough team here. And quite honestly, when the Federales brought in number 13, he just overpowered our boys. But a fun weekend, an amazing experience here in Cooperstown. Nothing but positive things to say about our experience here. I'm sure the boys are going to be upset, but we're proud of how they played. We thank you all for tuning in and listening to the broadcast here. Unfortunately, we need to head back to Austin and get back to work. But not before we enjoy a night on the town. Hopefully visit the Hall of Fame tomorrow. Maybe come back to see these teams battle it out for the championship. So thanks for joining us. Again, final score, Federales 8, Knights 3. We're signing off.
I forgot about Fitch.